Introspect, connect to your innate divine energy. Understand that the only way out is within. Receive all that life offers with gratitude. Wellness morning to all from Building Spiritual Muscles, a subsidiary of Human Empowerment Cell of Jeevan Charge. On day 2 of a 5-day ongoing series on Laws of Universe Level 2, Vindri Kaurji, our spiritual healer and life coach, will take us through not one, but 2 important laws. So let's get going.
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह, सत श्री अकाल. Good morning to all, good evening to the overseas, and Ram Ram. So another day has risen, 5:30 p.m. in the morning. Sab to vadi shahadat, killing your sleep. Now, today is going to be onwards very light because jo bhi assi pehle kar baithi, whatever we have done, it took really time for us to understand. Now it's going to be very easy. And remember one thing, as you are clicking, whatever commitments you are doing, that is going to be your takeaway. Going to be a takeaway. So today, the first law that we are going to take is the law of pure potentiality, enlightening your true self. Now, what do you mean by pure potential? What is that? This earth, whatever we have been doing in the laws, you have seen the whole creation. You have seen the stone dynasty, you have seen the plant dynasty, you have seen the animal dynasty, you have seen the human dynasty. You have seen all over the universe, all the galaxy. This is the pure potentiality. And this creation is coming from where? From the source. What is the source? The source is the oneness. That oneness is the source, and that source is the pure potentiality. Simple word. From where this creation has taken place, from that oneness, that source is only the pure potentiality. Now, it says enlightening your true self. So we have to enlighten ourselves. We have to be awakened. We have to understand. We have to connect to our true self. That true self is also the oneness. That means our pure potentiality is our true self. So ये true self है कहाँ पे? हमारे अंदर ही है. अगर ये हमारे अंदर ही है, that means this pure potentiality is also inside us. That means this pure potentiality that is inside us is the source, is the oneness. So you can imagine this body, physical body, how great it is. is holding such a beautiful, pure power inside us. So this is the first law. When we had done the 12 laws, the first law also was the law of the divine. That also was the first law of the divine. This also is the law of the pure potentiality, the source which is in everyone. Wo kan kan mein hai. So what have we to do? We have to just realize, the source of all creation is pure consciousness. Mana tu jot swarup hai, that is the pure consciousness. Pure potentiality, seeking expression of unmanifest to manifest, all that has been manifested in the universe. We have to understand that source, that pure consciousness, that is our identity, that is our true self. And what we have to do, we do not know. We are still sleeping, we are dead because we have not realized our true self. We have not realized, that is why we are so unhappy. That is why we are so unhappy. So what have we do? We are just trying to make us realize that we have to align ourselves. We just have to align ourselves. What have we to align? किस चीज को inline कर, किस चीज को ट्यून करना है? वो जो मन है ना, the मन जिसके अंदर there is so much of gand, so much of negativity. We just have to tune that. How do we tune it? First, by realizing, first we have got the education. We realize that that pure potentiality, the source, the oneness, my true self, my identity is within me. But I have forgotten. Why I have forgotten? Because there is a curtain of death. There's a curtain of the dirty thing, can kood ki paal jo hai, that consciousness which is full of egoism, जिसके अंदर काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, अहंकार, उसकी पूरी बारात है. That is why we are not able to realize, we are not able to see the thing that is within us, our real identity. So in this law, it tells that you have to tune yourself. पहले तुमको knowledge हुई. Before we never knew, now we have coming to know. We are imparting all and sharing all knowledge. Through the knowledge, now we are coming to know, oh, we have the sources inside us. We are very powerful. That is my identity. What am I doing? I'm getting into all this rat race and param pulekhe. So now I am going to tune. I'm going to remove how we did in the law yesterday of accepting, letting go, and law of attraction. So what were we letting go? All the dirt, all the negativity, all the old dirty memories which we were sticking to. We were just removing all that slowly, slowly, so that jo man hai gets slowly tuned with our true self. So when we are working daily basis, we are actually tuning ourselves to the oneness. With this knowledge, we are now coming to know our identity. We are removing from the last, I think, going to be more than 20, 25 days. We are just removing and working of making our consciousness, जो मन है, जो कूड़ थी, जिसके अंदर नेगेटिविटी थी, जिसके अंदर विकार था, नेगेटिव थॉट्स था, we are just trying to eradicate, move them, let them go, and making space for the positive energy. And we are tuning ourselves. But we can only tune if we have the knowledge. So that is what is happening on this platform, that we are just sharing this knowledge. So with this knowledge, now we are going to make a commitment. Please click. This is going to be all your takeaway. Now, how? Because these laws, what we are going to do in the next 5 days, is all going to be actually practical work. You're going to work on it. So what does it take? Now, please, all of you make a commitment that how you are going to put this law, pure potentiality, into effort. You have to make an effort now. So now is a commitment. So now there are 3 steps. First, get in touch with the field of pure potentiality by taking out time each day to be silent. We do introspection now. Every day we're doing introspection. Every morning we get up and just give 5-10 minutes and see just what have we done the whole day? What are we doing? Are we connected? Are we not are we disconnected? So we are putting a dialogue. This is a time. Please make an effort. Many of you must have already been started doing it, but please make an effort and sit morning, evening, whenever you are even free. time when you are free, just introspect, put dialogues to yourself, and connect to the energy of the oneness inside you. How will you connect? How will you connect? By introspection. What am I thinking? I'm thinking something negative. Transmute it into positive. You are connected. You are angry. You are sitting alone. Okay, I'm angry. Why am I angry? I don't need to be angry. I don't need to be angry. For what am I angry for? Why is that? Because person told me, no, that anger is already inside me. I am going to transmute it into how? Love. So we are just trying to put a dialogue. This is how we are going to connect to the oneness. First point, give a commitment. Second, be with nature. You must be going for a walk, going into the garden, into all these places. You are seeing nature. You are watching the morning sunset. Today you got up in the morning. After the session, just look outside and you will hear all the birds chirping. This is all nature. This is connecting to the oneness. When you see, when you connect to all these, nature also is connecting to your pure potentiality. Third, I will practice no judgment. 24/7 we are judging. 24/7 we are judging. So please give a commitment that today, the whole day, I am going to pass no judgment. Be very, very alert. I will pass no judgment. And you will see that if you keep on reminding yourself, make a commitment today on this platform, make a commitment that first thing, how am I going to connect to my oneness, to my pure potentiality, is by just connecting to the nature, by just introspection though we already all are doing, that is also connecting. So commitment, 3 points: introspection, nature, and third, no judgments. No judgment. आज पूरा दिन हमने यही commitment करना है. As you are putting this commitment and executing this commitment, you are connecting to your pure potentiality. You're connecting to your real self. You're connecting to the source. You're connecting to your own identity. You're connecting to the soul conscious. You're connecting to Mantu Jot Swarup hai. So my humble request, this is also your takeaway. And this along with it is your commitment which you are giving not to me. You are giving a commitment to yourself. Please give a commitment to yourself. Now, we come on to the next law. And the next law says, the law of giving and receiving. Very, very important, the law of giving and receiving. Now, what is the law of giving and receiving? This is a very beautiful cycle that goes on. Whatever you give, you get back. This is the law. Whatever, but where does it start from? It's starting from us. We cannot give anything from an empty cup. No, the cup has to be full. If I want to give love, I have to have love. I cannot give love without having love. So myself, first the story starts from me. So what is this? This is a very dynamic operation going on in the whole universe. Giving, receiving, giving, receiving. It is an ongoing process. Even if you're not aware of it, but this process is not going to stop because this is a law. This is a law that always in the universe is giving and receiving. A simple thing. We are breathing out carbon dioxide. And who is receiving it? The trees. That is their need. They take it. Then what are they giving us back? Oxygen. We do not even know. But this is an automatic operation that is going on in the universe. We are giving, they are receiving it, then they receive it, and then they're giving it, and then we receive it. So this is an ongoing process. This is a very simple example which I've given you. So when we are giving, remember one thing. In this process, there is an abundance of the universe circulating in our life. Abundance. We do not know in what is abundance. We usually think, oh, gee, life में बड़ी abundance आ गई, कहीं हमको बहुत पैसा आ गया. पैसा आ गया, abundance आ गया. No, sorry, it is not the money. If a person is very happy, and stress-free and in high spirit, then it makes no difference to him if the money is little or more. It makes no difference because उसके अंदर वो सबर संतोष संतुष्टि already आ चुकी है and very satisfied with whatever he has. So for him, abundance will not be money only. Definitely money will come, but abundance means lot of positive energy comes into the life. Why? Because of the giving and receiving. But first you have to give, then only you can receive. Now, when we are giving, remember one thing. Usually when we people are just giving, and when it is coming, we have never acknowledged it. We people have never acknowledged the receiving. For example, simple thing. हम लोग ने किसी को कुछ दे दिया, कुछ भी मॉनेटरी कुछ दे दिया, और हमने कोई गिफ्ट दे दिया. Someday someone gives us a gift. So we say, no, I don't think so. You don't have to do anything. It's okay. Please keep it. I don't want it. Please stop it. Please stop it. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. You are actually creating a very big barrier to it, barrier to the receiving. By not acknowledging it, you are actually putting a barrier in the time of the receiving part. It shows, no, it is okay. I have enough. I don't need it. So please acknowledge the receiving part also. In life, we people have never acknowledged and let's be very truth, we have never acknowledged the receiving part. Giving to hum log ne acknowledge kiya, but receiving we have never acknowledged. Because we think it is our birthright. When you see the universe has been giving and giving and giving, when you get up in the morning and when you see the sunlight, when you see outside, you see that you are the sunlight. Without sun, there is no life. That is what we are receiving. We are receiving a very beautiful body. We have been given a beautiful body by the Creator. But have we ever acknowledged it? No, we have not acknowledged it. We only acknowledge what we have received. कि हमको बहुत पैसा आ गया, we have no, thank God you are giving us so, अब बड़ी गाड़ी मिल गई, thank you very much, बच्चे का रिश्ता हो गया, thank you very much. We just acknowledge those things. We have never acknowledged other things at all. If we start acknowledging what we are receiving in a daily basis, you will be in gratitude from morning till night. But we always think that this is our birthright. अरे धूप तो आनी है ना, हवा तो आना ही है, पानी तो आनी है ना, ये तो चीजें मिलनी है ना, ऑक्सीजन तो आना है, ये we think because this is our birthright. No. One thing is missing, one of the element is missing in the universe. You are gone, you're finished. But we have never acknowledged it. Start acknowledging what you are receiving. Please do not put a barrier to it. The more you acknowledge the receiving, the more you are going to be giving. So the giving and receiving is an automatic circulation that is going on in the universe. So just keep a picture in your mind how you are just breathing out the carbon dioxide. Trees are taking it and they're just giving out the oxygen to you, and that's how you are living. Won't you appreciate? Won't you acknowledge those plants, those natures? Won't you acknowledge the water element? Won't you acknowledge the space, the ether? Today there is ether and you are grounded on this flow on the earth. If there was no ether, you would never be grounded, you will be flying in the air. How when you go down to the planets and all, they say, whether the people are just flying in the air. If there was no ether is just 6%, 4 to 6% on the universe. But because of the ether today, we are grounded. It is because of the ether today our physical body has been intact and formed a beautiful mass. ये जो शरीर बना हुआ is because of the ether. So shouldn't we acknowledge We should be acknowledging each and everything because this is all we have received. But we thought it is our birthright. We don't need to acknowledge it. What do we acknowledge? पैसा आ गया, खुशी मिल गई, बच्चों ने खुशी दे दी, कपड़े आ गए, गाड़ी आ गई, शादी होगी. But this is what we are acknowledging. So please, this is my humble request that you are all going to acknowledge whatever we are receiving from the universe, whatever we are receiving from each and every of our relationships, acknowledge it. So giving and receiving is an ongoing process. Even if you have not realized it, even if you are not even known about it, even if you never had the knowledge about it, but the law is 24/7 working. All the laws are 24/7 working. Even if you do not have. आज हमको knowledge है तो हमको पता लग गया. पहले knowledge नहीं था तो क्या law ने बोला हम चलेंगे नहीं. Law is working. It is an ongoing process. So today we are going to give a second commitment to ourselves. Very important. This is practical work that you have to do. First, how to connect to the oneness, how to tune yourself. And now we are giving a commitment of how we are going to put this law of giving and receiving, making an effort and doing this in our daily life. So we can come onto the screen. The law of giving and receiving is a commitment. This is going to also be the second takeaway. This also has three. This also, the law of giving and receiving has three of them, 3 points. So now we all sitting on this platform, please give a commitment to yourself. If you just practice these two laws, slowly after the 5 days, you will see that you are also practicing each and every positive energy. So wherever I go, aaj se, abhi se, after this class, wherever you go, whomever you encounter, you bring a gift for them. Take a gift for them. Now, gift doesn't mean koi utha ke bada sa parcel leke jana. No. Whatever gift, little gift that you have, maybe as soon as you get up and just a servant passes by and you just tell the running, Ram Ram ji, good morning, beta. This is also a gift. Even just blessing the children, that is also a gift. So this gift, you do not need any time. 24/7, as you come across anyone, today make this commitment to yourself. Whomever I come, I will give a gift to each and every one that I come in contact with. Maybe just giving a little bit of a smile, a joy that makes life easy for others. So you can just make a package of anything and make it a point that as soon as the session is over, even if your husbands are in bed, wake them with a smile and just call them Fateh. That is also a gift for them. Servant passes by, but can I have a cup of tea? Thank you very much. Tea is very tasty. Finished. These are small, small things which you have to execute. You have to make an effort in the beginning. So please acknowledge that you are going to gift everyone. Everyone you're going to give a gift, whoever comes across. Even if some child is in the afternoon, you see the child is in anger mood, or the servant, or you have anyone, just put your hand on his shoulder and say, any problem? Can I be of any help? This is an advice. This is also a gift. Now, next, second, today I will gratefully receive. The first, now you're giving. 2 things. One, you're going to give, and now what is you're going to receive. Now, today I will gratefully receive all the gift that life has to offer me. So today, what have we decoded? That the universe is giving us so many gifts which we are not acknowledging. So after this, giving to aap kar hi loge. Now receiving kya? Just put the curtain behind and just watch the nature. Hear the singing of the birds. And what is it? Just feel and thank that the Almighty has given you such a beautiful day. See the sunlight outside, see the nature, see the flowers. Whatever you are seeing, these are all the blessings and things that you're getting from the universe. You're getting from the universe. First thing is the universe that is giving you. लोग जो देंगे वो सेकंड डे, पहले तो उठते सारी. A new day is given you. You are lying on the bed. It's all is that he's given you. Look at the beautiful gift that you are given. You see that your heart is pumping. You are alive. You see your whole body. You see your feet. You see your hand. You see your face. You see your eyes. One part is missing. We are in a soup. One part of the body is missing. We are in a soup. So you can imagine the beautiful gift that the universe has given, which we should acknowledge every day morning. Every day morning. Just pass your hand over your whole body and just acknowledge that the beautiful gift he has given us. It's a beautiful gift that he has given us. This knowledge is a beautiful gift that he has given us, that we are having that power to sit in the morning. The strength of breaking our sleep and sitting. This is all acknowledging. These are all the gifts that we have been given by the oneness. Next, what happens? That when we are acknowledging the nature, because the nature is giving, the universe is giving us, now we are going to make a circulating in our life. We will make a commitment to keep wealth circulating in my life by giving and receiving. Now, there are people who are going to acknowledge you, people who are going to give you love, people who are going to share gifts with you. They're going to appreciate you. This is also a gift. This is also what we have to receive. If when someone appreciates, how nice you feel so nice. When someone loves you, how nice you feel. Same way, give and receive. Give and receive. As you keep on acknowledging it, what will happen? You will always be in gratitude. You are always going to be in gratitude. And when you will always be in gratitude, you will have in abundance. Abundance will flow into your house. Love, peace, happiness, blissfulness will just flow into your house. So this form of receiving, giving and receiving is very, very important. Because what you give, you get back. This is also a law. What you give, you get back. ये भी एक law है. The cause and effect, ये भी law है. Compensation is also a law. Correspondence is also a law. This is all on the receiving mode. Whatever triggers we are getting in life, they are also all in the receiving mode. We are receiving. We are receiving. Why? Understand that whatever we are receiving, these triggers also is actually his grace. Try to see between the lines now. Try to see a silver line. कि जो भी मेरे साथ हो रहा है, ये सब receiving में आ रहा है. और ये receiving भी जो है, acknowledge it. Find out what are the lessons. Because whatever is coming in the receiving mode is actually teaching us lessons, is helping us to evolve. आज अगर हम पीछे चले जाते हैं, we go back into our old days and we see how much we suffered, how much we had, what not we went through. That was all what we had received. When we look at it, then we say, oh, आज वो नहीं था, तो आज हम यहाँ नहीं होते. आज वो दुख नहीं होता, तो आज हम यहाँ पे नहीं होते. Our evolution would not have taken place. That was all his grace. That was all in the receiving. Because what we give, we got back. And what we get back, there is nothing right and wrong. That is no punishment and कोई हमने किसी को सजा दे दी. No, nothing. It is all in one place where we have to be in the receiving and understand कि जो भी हमको मिला है, वो मेरे फायदे के लिए था. वो मेरे evolution के लिए था. So see the can then in between the lines and see the silver line in every instant. So whatever you get, please make your vision big. And remember one thing, what you give, you receive back. This is also a law. So try to make an effort and give a commitment to yourself that today you are going to give from as soon as the session is over, a commitment to yourself that you are going to praise, you are going to give a smile, you're not going to be judging, you're going to give good advice, you're going to give joy. Small efforts you have to give. And whenever you get a little praise or someone gives you a smile, receive it, acknowledge it, and acknowledge from morning till night this physical body that the universe has given us. And as you will keep on, this is going to be the takeaway for you. And as you are acknowledging, you will come under gratitude. So today, I've done 2 laws with you. I want you to take away and practice these 2 laws. Please practice the potentiality. Just realize that you are the divinity power. You are the source. You are having that power inside you. That is your identity. That is the oneness. That is the soul conscious. विरासत में मिली है, प्लीज उसको ऐसे मत जाने दो. Just tune yourself by introspection. Get into the nature. No judgments. Give and receive. This is also another commitment. So today, this 2, please, it's my humble request, because these are like a workshop which you have to do the whole day. आज हम पाठ करते हैं ना, तो हम क्या कहते हैं, बेशक वो 15-20 मिनट के लिए है, करो उसको, अंडरस्टैंड करो, फिर पूरा दिन होमवर्क करो. Now this is your homework. This is your takeaway. For the next 4 days, we are going to do all this takeaway in the same way. It's going to be very easy for you. If you have not understood, you can please put up the questions. Hanji, Arvinda, you can take over.
Hanji. Tuning to the oneness within the core, the identity. Easier said than done. I'm sure we have a lot of queries pertaining to this. So we straight away get into the questions. Ji Rajwanji. अनम्यूट करो जी.
सत श्री अकाल भुआ जी.
सत श्री अकाल जी. सत श्री अकाल.
मेरी आवाज आ रही है भुआ जी?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, एकदम आ रही जी.
हाँ जी भुआ जी, Sikhism doesn't believe in body conscious, it believes in soul conscious.
Yes, absolutely right.
ਅਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਖ ਰਹੇ हैं, ਅਸੀਂ ਆਜੀਵਨ ਸਿੱਖਣਾ ਹੈ, ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ 'ਚ ਇਹ ਕੰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏਗਾ. ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੈਰਾਮੀਟਰ ਦੱਸੇ ਸੀ, ਪੋਟੈਂਸ਼ੀਅਲਿਟੀ, ਨੌਲੇਜ, नो जजमेंट्स, हाँ, कि ये थोड़ा अपना स्वाभिमान होना चाहिए, या फिर स्वाभिमान जो है विल इट क्रिएट अ हर्डल, क्योंकि मनुष्य जन्म दुर्लभ है, वृथा नहीं जाना चाहिए. बड़ा दुर्लभ है मनुष्य जन्म जैसी सानू जड़ा जन्म मनुष्य मिले, ये दुर्लभ है. ये जड़ा स्वाभिमान होना चाहिए या नहीं होना चाहिए, या बिना स्वाभिमान से अपने आप को मतलब इंट्रोस्पेक्शन कर ही नहीं सकते. तो जस्ट इलेबोरेट ऑन दिस.
स्वाभिमान, योर सेल्फ एस्टीम, सेल्फ रेस्पेक्ट. ओके, इंग्लिश टर्म इज दैट. ना स्वाभिमान. व्हाट इज स्वा? What is self? Now, self is your identity. Now, you must please tune yourself into this new term. Swa, your self, means it is indicating that identity of mine, that pure potentiality. It is indicating the source. The self, the swa is indicating that oneness. The swa is indicating Manatu Jot Swarup hai. The swa is indicating to that oneness who is inside, just no asi naam we can de. Swa. Okay. Bhiman. We have to have मान for this self. सानू अपने वास्ते मान होना चाहिए. किस चीज दा? स्वा. उस आइडेंटिटी दा, उस सेल्फ दा, उस वननेस दा, उस जोत स्वरूप दा सानू मान होना चाहिए. Meaning is changing. We think about ourselves in self-respect and self-esteem. What? कि भाई किसी ने मन कुछ कह देता, I lose my self-respect. He has no respect for me. I don't have self-respect. Why should I talk to him? We are always talking in that term. So please change the way of seeing. It's my humble request. Please change. अगर असी उस वे में चलिए कि उसने मन बुलाया नहीं है, I don't have self-respect. I want to
वो तो अभिमान हो गया ना, वो तो स्वाभिमान नहीं है.
So what is
वो तो
abhiman?
अभिमान हो गया.
Abhiman means having respect for yourself. We have the right to respect for ourselves. We don't respect ourselves at all. We don't respect. सानू मान ही नहीं हैगा. इसी करके जगह जगह ते टह टेरी, जगह जगह ते लड़ाई झगड़े, जगह जगह ते रोसे गिले, जगह जगह ते असी लोग बिटरनेस है. Because we have no respect for ourselves. सानू मान ही नहीं हैगा. अगर असी अंदर मान होवे, अपने स्वाभिमान होवे, साडो अपने वास्ते अपनी सेल्फ दी रिस्पेक्ट होवे, then we will tune ourselves. We will fight against all these vices. असी विकारां दे against लड़ाई करेंगे. We will eradicate them because we respect ourselves. So we have the right. We have to. सानू स्वाभिमान होना पड़ेगा. But try to understand what is the meaning of स्वाभिमान. What is the meaning of self-respect? If you take it in the worldly way, then पूरी जिंदगी ऐसी यही कुछ ही करते आए. ये तो हमारा स्वाभिमान है, हम तो ये नहीं कर सकते. उसने हमको बुलाया नहीं, उसने मेरे को बुलाया नहीं, तो why should I go? Don't I have my self-respect? No. Then this is worldly. This is worldly. We are talking on the spiritual way. So if you really want to respect, so then please acknowledge, acknowledging yourself, acknowledging all those Rabbi gun, acknowledging the law of nature, acknowledging the Jot Swarup inside you is Swabhiman. And
thank you, Boji. Worldly ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਨੁੱਖ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਮਾਨ ਨੂੰ ਅਪਮਾਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਨਵਰਟ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ. ਮਾਨ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੈ.
Yes. Yes.
ਉਹਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਅਪਮਾਨ ਹੋਏ ਤਾਂ ਨਾਰਾਜ਼ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਵਾ.
Yes. Yes.
ਹਾਂਜੀ.
So this is all worldly.
ਮਾਨ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੈ.
We're talking about the spiritual part.
Anybody has any more questions?
Explained it very nicely.
Thank you.
He always explains very nicely. Any more questions? Topic related? We are open to it. Vaji, when you spoke about gifting, like gifting a smile, a pat on the back, not necessarily material things. So sometimes even gifting a small material things does wonders. Like there is this ad doing the round these days, like when you're going on a toll and when you're paying your toll money, you pay for the guy next, you know. So that is such a, you know, it's such a empowering thing that an unknown person has paid for you. Or there's another ad that is doing the rounds that a person is buying 2 ice creams and one he gifts to the vendor because the vendor is not capable of buying and eating his own stuff. So the smile that it brings on the vendor's face is so empowering. Yes. So these small, small acts, random acts of kindness, they really brighten up your day. So let us all, you know, indulge in these small, small random acts.
Yes. You know, there's a very beautiful ad coming, write a slip. And then when you are going, you just give it to someone's hand. It's such a beautiful ad. Absolutely. And this just writes, you know, that some certain act you have to do. It is a beautiful, hey, chotiya gallan. But how much of smile or how much of happiness you bring. You are changing, not yourself, you're changing the whole world. But we don't give, you know, important these small things. We're going to be important to the big thing. Oh, what did you gift le aaye ji? Assi aaj le aaye ji 15-20 zyada kisi no gift kita. Mark my words, the day you are giving 15 to 20,000 rupees a gift, there's always an expectation behind it. Very rare, there may be 0.001% who will not have an expectation. Bigger the gift, more the money, the more the expectation. अगर तुझसे तुम्हारे कार कोई आया भी है, नोट करके देखो कोई कार आया है, जो भी रोटी बनी है, जो भी रोटी बनी है तुसी कहे फुलका पा के उसमें एक दाल सब्जी तो बोले आजा मेरे नाल ही बैठ के खा ले। इतना प्यार और इतना ज्यादा joyfulness comes into it. But there way you go into the kitchen and you want to make 2-3 dishes more because someone has come, there is going to be an expectation. The day you go to the house and the person just gives you one sabji, you say when she came to my house I give 3 sabji and she's giving me one sabji. Do it and see. Because we never give importance to the small acknowledgement of the giving and receiving. Because the receiving and giving in small things, intents are very good. The motivations are very good.
Yes. So when there is no hidden agenda behind the act of giving, then it's pure.
Yes.
Yes, Priya. Unmute yourself.
Hanji, auntie.
Hanji, bacha.
When you were talking about self-potential thing, auntie, like if I talk about myself, I've been practicing this a lot, being kind, selflessly. There's a lot of change in me otherwise, but I have stopped practicing doing a lot of path and going to Gurdwara and all. But otherwise, I feel I'm a better human being today. Though I'm not practicing too much of religious things. So is it okay? Or sometimes when you meet people around, ki, we should go to Gurdwara every day, या मैं ए वाले गुरुद्वारे गई या ओ गई. Sometimes, that trigger comes sometimes in me कि अच्छा मैं तो जाती नहीं अब इतना. So is it okay? I mean,
so what happened, Priya? Are you feeling guilty? Are you feeling
no, auntie. I don't feel guilty, but I am telling you, I feel I'm a much better human being today.
But that's the thing. How do you feel? That experience is your experience. If you feel that I'm a better person, I feel I'm happy, I am enjoyable, I'm in bliss, I'm everything, that's important. That's important. Because that experience only you can have it because you are practicing. You are actually practicing what the Gurbani is telling us. You are practicing what the Shastras of experience telling us. And Gurbani was written not to be only read, it was supposed to be practiced. Khali padan jogi nahi si. It was supposed to be put into practice. Gurbani was taking us from body conscious to soul conscious. But we were just reading it. But now we are bringing into practice. Because you're bringing into practice, that is why you are feeling very happy. You feel that I'm a better person. You can see the laws happening around you. You can feel it. You can see it. You can now visualize it. You can introspect. You can see the world a happier place. Netu, very frankly, when we are not practicing, just doing part or puja and only onto that, that race, then what we say, hi, is umar vich kyo ye budhapa aa gaya, hun jaiye na ye sansar tum ki karna hai, inje chuk lave. Asi ei kuch hi kende sa, hi, me chuk lave. Do we say now? You say, why? He's given us such a beautiful world. He has given us such a beautiful body. Why shouldn't we enjoy each and every moment? So you see, our perceptions are changing. That shows that we are walking on certain laws.
We are more gratifying now, yes.
Yes. But then when these things come now in life, people around, you also have to be alert that one has told me, now is it making me a little bit again, that 1-2% is coming, should I go? No. That 2% should not come. 2% should not come.
But auntie, we have come into this path through this only. Like I used to go to Gurdwara.
Yes.
So that's why I probably, it was designed like this. I got connected to you or to whatever, and I got this opening in life. So कहीं ना कहीं जैसे हमारे बच्चे भी नहीं जाते बहुत गुरुद्वारा and all. But yes, I think this generation is more evolved naturally. They are more aware. They're more human.
Yes.
So they're practicing it more than us, what we did. So
Yes.
is it very important to tell them कि तुसी रोज गुरुद्वारे जाओ, तुसी रोज अरदास करो, आप घर से निकल रहे हो ये करो. which we see otherwise, whatever our Gurbani preaches, they're already practicing that other than, just going to Gurdwara types.
Yes.
So there you sometimes feel when you get people around, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਨੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੇ ਇੰਨਾ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਤਾ, ਮੈਂ ਤੇ ਇੰਨਾ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਗਈ, ਮੈਂ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਗਈ, ਮੈਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕੀਤੇ. And sometimes it just got one for a bit, I got it in mind. I too now don't even feel the urge to going to any historical gurdwara anymore, because all gurdwara are same. We are getting the same teachings and preachings. So just a thought, so I was asking you.
See, but what happens? We have all gone through this. We have all gone through years, of going to the Gurdwara, Amrit Vela Jana, Gintiya, Mintiya, Part. We have all done. That also was very, very necessary for our growth. I just your experience nahi kita hunda na, so we couldn't have differentiated. ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਵੀ ਬੜਾ ਕੁਝ ਕੀਤਾ, ਪਾਠ ਉਹ ਨਸਨ ਧੋਕਨ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਕੀਤਾ, but then we said that time we were not very happy. ਅਸੀਂ ਨਸਤੇ ਹੀ ਰਹੇ ਅਸੀਂ happy ਨਹੀਂ ਆ. So we have experienced that. Today when we experience the other side, we can differentiate कि by implementing and walking on it, we don't need to run anywhere. ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੋਏ ਆ, ਸਾਡਾ ਖਾਲੀ ਮਨ ਨੇ ਨਸਣਾ ਸੀ, ਸਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਨੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ, ਉੱਥੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਸਰੀਰ ਨਸਦਾ ਪਿਆ ਸੀ, ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਮਨ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, ਤੇ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਬੋਧਨ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਸੀ. So that what has happened in those years also are very necessary for us to differentiate. If there is black and white, we can differentiate. Yes, this is white and that is black. If there was no black, we would not have differentiated. Dukh and sukh, always there are two sides of the coin. So that also is necessary. Very, very important for us, because now we can differentiate. We can say, yes, that was a time when it was just reading and reading and reading and the physical body running. Now it is understanding and walking. What is walking? Man chal raha hai. Body nahi chal rahi, man chal raha hai. Man us marg te chal paya hai. Man pavitr ho gaya hai. कितनी नहीं भी नसना फिर भी देखो पवित्र हो गया. गुरबाणी तो सन यही सिखा रही है. But that is also important for us. And you are absolutely right that the children nowadays, they are much more. Why? Because the children of today, they are not in the indigo babies. They are called the crystal babies. They're all the DNA, 6 pairs of DNAs are all open. All are open. They have alertness. Their grasping power is very good. And they are very stubborn and they get irritated very fast. Why? Because they don't know. But because somewhere in their consciousness, they do not very well gel with the old system. When they see us being part in all, kya ye hai? Jhoot bolte aur aage se part karte, no father. So they get irritated. But they have something in the conscious because all the DNAs are open. So it is definitely that the new generation, the grasping power is very good and they are walking and they can easily understand what people are talking nowadays. Which we are talking at this age, the children are already understanding us. Hanji.
And Auntie, about giving, when you said like we should give in the sense to the universe, whatever we vibrate, we get that. Because if we give the appreciation, the gratitude, we will receive that. And what about when we do the monetary help to people around? So, but long time back in the session, you told us that there is a very small suksham ego that comes in us whenever we help somebody, we do a kind act. And in our Bani, it's like Tirat tab dyadat dan ko pave tilka man. So it doesn't have any that kind of a value, which we make it very high. Enna daan karo, wo karo. And people, when you're sitting in a group, people talk about maine ye daan kara, maine ye diya, maine uski help kari. Ghar mein hi shayad kisi staff ki help kari or whatever. So how do we take that? Asi kisi di monetary help kar deya, and we should just feel good about it. Okay, I'm the chosen one. I could help someone. So thank you, God, for choosing me to help someone. And that's over. But when it comes to relatives, when you said, then it is not unconditional. When you really, you're being good with someone, when you're asking someone, you're being very good, and you don't get the equal response. then you definitely get judgmental, you know, and or either you keep a distance because in certain relationships you cannot actually react or respond. Then you, is it okay to keep a distance, or you still being judgmental? I mean,
you are still being judgmental. I'll tell you one thing. Remember one thing. For example, Priya, aapne mere ko kuch diya. You've given me something. That means from your side is the giving. I am receiving. Okay? You are giving and I am receiving. Now, when I am giving you, I have to remember something, that somewhere I am receiving and I am giving. This is a circle going on. That means मेरे को कहीं से कुछ मिला है और आज मैं दे रही हूँ, और जहां पे मैं दे रही हूँ वो भी वापस लेके फिर वो दे रही है. तो this is the circle. I am just repaying back. ये कोई दान नहीं है, ये मेरा कर्ज है. ये मेरा
not monetary, auntie, not monetary.
Let it be monetary. Let it be monetary. Anything.
Not monetary. It's in the relationship. Like you really, you know, be nice with the person. The person is related to you, and you are all the time being very sweet and nice from within, and you're doing your duties well. But the response from the other side is not that pleasing. Like it's very average, not bad either. So is it okay? It's okay. You accept it. Yes, koi hoga. Like it's okay. It has to be like this. So I have to be okay. I do tell myself that. So ठीक है, कुछ होगा, कुछ हुआ होगा या जो भी, whatever, it has to be like that. It's her nature, it's my nature. I cannot change myself. I have to be what I am. I have to be in my oneness. But still, auntie, kabhi kabhi wo aata hai na, why, you know, why the other person is like this.
So that means this is, you know, again an expectation, bacha. An expectation equals to ego. Because what happens, ki when we are giving, okay, the person on the receiving end does not acknowledge it. Why? Because if it would have acknowledged it, no, it will also give. It will give back. But it's not acknowledging it. But remember one thing, when you are giving, the universe says that you will always get back, maybe not from the same person, but from another person. Milega zarur, this is the law. What you give, you will definitely get it back. But if I have given to A, not necessarily I will get it back from the A, I might get it back from the C. Aayega zarur. Giving and receiving is a law which you will definitely have. But what happens, we usually, when we give, we are expecting it from the same person. So we get disheartened. कि मैंने इतने appreciation सब कुछ किया, but that person does not acknowledge it also. वो सोचता है उसका तो birthright ही है. So keep this in mind, that I am on the giving. And I know the law is that there will be a receiving for me also. It's not necessary it has to be from the same person. It may be from XYZ. This is the law.
So I'm also giving the judgment.
But अगर हम कहते हैं कि किया, does not even acknowledge it. मैंने कभी praise कर दिया, कभी कुछ कर दिया, कुछ किसी XYZ किया, that person not acknowledge it. No, that person is not in the receiving. अगर वो receiving में होता तो वो giving में जरूर आएगा, पर वो receiving में नहीं है. He has hindered it because he's always thought of receiving, not giving. But you will get the receiving. You may not get it from that one, but you will get it from another person.
But my giving should be unconditional then.
Unconditional. If it is not unconditional, if the intent behind is not okay, expectation, that will become an ego, and that is going to be hurtful.
Thank you, auntie. Thank you.
Anji.
Rituji, your hand was raised. Do you have a question? You can unmute yourself.
Yeah, my one question was like, Srikaji, jira मैम ने क्या बोझने की लाइक मान ते अभिमान सेल्फ अभिमान जड़ा होंदा है, that's wrong, that's but सेल्फ जो होता है, किस लिमिट तक तुसी किसी दूसरे दी गलत गल सुन सकते हो. Somebody is humiliating you again and again, okay, you don't react because it's going to make a chaos, but what should be the limit? Like, you are for granted, you should take it okay, or there should be some boundary, some line.
See, when someone keeps on insulting you, okay, keeps on insulting you, and you keep on putting a dialogue to yourself that I accept the person as it is because that's a nature, that's the way it is. And second thing, I accept it for this reason. Maybe this is what I give, I'm getting back. Second, okay. But then a time will come when you get saturated. You will get saturated until you have not done 100% of acceptance. Acceptance has to be 100%. अगर वो acceptance 100% होगी ना, then ये thought आएगा ही नहीं. क्या ये बार बार कर रहे हैं मेरे साथ? That means कम वे वो acceptance है कि भाई ये थोड़ा बदले से सही, थोड़ा change तो हो जाए, या थोड़ा तमीज में तो आ जाए, थोड़ा जा कोई acknowledge तो करे. That means कहीं ना कहीं हमारी expectation is that our acceptance is not 100%.
Okay.
Second, for example, now we are getting this knowledge. Now we say, we are watching and we say, okay, I have 100% acceptance, but I have an empathy for that person. That the person is not realizing, is causing a damage to himself, because he's making karma over karma. So it's not affecting you, but as an empathy, you want to help that person. So usually we say, okay, we take a stand. Or you will say, okay, we make a benchmark. And now what will happen? That with an empathy, you can go to the person, sit with the person, give advice to the person. That is the giving mode. You give advice to the person, that in the form of empathy, that not targeting on that situation, but somewhere a very beautiful advice goes across to him so that the person realizes very gracefully without being hurt.
No, Abibi, I'm not very much clear, but like I have understood what you say, and I'm trying that also, and I've been trying. It's before these classes also, I was trying this. Like somebody says, and I just take it like, okay, it happens sometimes in friends also, in a group also, in personal relations also. People say me, उसने इतना तेरे को कहा, तूने note नहीं किया. So I let it go because I think people noticed कि भाई, my close friend, very close friend in group, she's little more appreciative with the group. She's a I can't see, let me just, actually she's a Kirtan, she does very good Kirtan. So we have a group and she's very close to me. But sometimes it happened, she said few things in a group 2-3 times. I just overlooked it. Okay. And but somebody else, 2-3 people tell me कि इतना कहा आपको क्यों कैसे कह दिया ये वो. So I still let it go. But sometimes in plain relationships also, I'm trying to take it, but मुझे लगता है कि कोई लिमिट होना चाहिए, या कोई कुछ भी कह जाए और उसको तुम भी सिर्फ सुनते रहो. मतलब I still want to be.
Then what happens? कि then for example, you still find, कि भाई ये बार-बार हो रहा है, people are also noticing and all. So then you should confront. Okay. Confront, but in a very graceful way.
Okay.
In a very graceful way, that in an empathetic way, that I will help that person, maybe not realizing it. First check yourself that वो जो बंदे ने 2-3 बारी बोल दिया है, कहीं वो चीज वाकई मेरे अंदर है तो नहीं. वो जो कह रहे कहीं है तो नहीं, which I'm not even realizing. Maybe it is there in me. Okay. अगर वो चीज आपको लगे कि है तो rectify. अगर आपको लगे कि नहीं मेरे अंदर वो नहीं है, so then you can confront the person in a very graceful way कि भाई ऐसे बात है. I maybe I'm not able to find out. Can you just find out for me? Can you just help me out? Okay. You have to tackle that in a very, very graceful way.
Okay.
Rather than getting disturbed, find it out, find a way out. You will definitely get a way.
Right.
First check yourself. कि बार-बार जो बोल रही है, हो सकता है मेरे को खुद ही नहीं समझ आ रही. I'm not able to find that wounded area. Maybe there is.
And one more thing, it's a very small thing. I think so, like जो गिविंग की बात आ रही है, हमेशा मेरे अंदर एक क्वेश्चन आता है, when we give or not give to the beggars. So what is that giving? Like it is the giving towards a giving, or we should not give them, or like, please. It's a very common and...
yeah, I know. Because, nowadays, when we give monetary money to these beggars and all, so there's so much of corruption, so much that we cannot even make out कि actually isko dena chahiye ki nahi dena chahiye. So what happens? So usually, instead of money, we give them food.
Yeah. Okay, that is one thing. Yeah.
Give them food. Because this is even the government has made that you will see people, crippled people. We cannot even make out that they're actually fully
Using.
They are not crippled, but they are. So the government is not wrong that do not help them, because these are all corruption going on. So the best thing is, rather than giving them monetary where they can get into all drug addictions and all, it's better to feed them food.
Thank you, Ji.
Hanji. One last question we can probably squeeze in quickly. Yes, Rajanji.
Hanji. Ji, what is the benchmark? दशवंत पैसे दे स्वरूप विच होना चाहिए या फिर नाम रूपी?
सी ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਦੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ
ਪੈਸੇ ਦੇ स्वरूप
ਹਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤਨ
ਨਹੀਂ
ਧਨ ਤੇ ਮਨ
ਗੁਪਤ ਦਾਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਸ਼ਵੰਤ ਗੁਪਤ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ
ਗੁਪਤ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਰਾਈਟ ਹੈਂਡ ਨੂੰ ਲੈਫਟ ਹੈਂਡ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ
ਹਾਂ
ਰਾਈਟ ਹੈਂਡ ਦੇ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੇ ਲੈਫਟ ਹੈਂਡ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਤੇ ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਨਾਮ ਰੂਪੀ ਜਿੰਨਾ
ਨਾਮ ਰੂਪੀ ਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ
ਜਿੰਨਾ
there is ਤਿੰਨ ਸੇਵਾ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਤਿੰਨ ਦਾਨ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਇੱਕ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਤਨ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਤਨ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਮਨ ਦਾ 3 one is the physical body seva if you don't have the physical body then they have money they give the money be very careful when giving the money so that you think that you have been just a monetary it is just through you that the money is going you are not the giver ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕਰਜ਼ ਹਨ ਇਹ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਰਜ਼ ਹਨ ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਨਾ because you are in the receiving and the giving mode so do not think that you are giving आपके ऊपर कर्जे हैं जो आप उतार रहे हो थैंक यू फॉर टेकिंग एक गरीब को भी देते हो ना देते तो थैंक यू ये मेरा कर्जा है ये मैं कर्जा दे आई टेकन आई गिविंग इट बैक टू यू डोंट थिंक दैट आप दान दे रहे हो और सबसे ऊंचा है मन दा सब तो ऊंचा है मन दा मन दी सेवा ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਮਨ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਗਿਆਨ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਚਾ ਹੈ Hanji.
If you are blessed.
Thank you, Bhaji. Thank you.
God bless you.
If you are blessed materialistically, don't just raise your level of living. Raise instead your level of giving. Wishing everyone health, happiness, abundance. Let's make this a daily norm. On this visual note, we end our second session today. Thank you all for joining in. Have a terrific Tuesday.
Before we leave, I want everyone to come onto the screen and first give a smile to everyone. All of you give a smile, the broad smile. I want Jyoti also, please come on, Manmohan Kaur, please. Yes, give us a beautiful smile. This is the first gift that you are giving.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I want to see the smile.
I missed my class yesterday. Yesterday I missed the class. I don't know how I couldn't see it in the night. So